Yo guys, what's going on? It's Anarchy Immortalist. Today we're going to be looking at the new SOG. We got a big buff. All the SMGs got a buff along with the pistols, and we'll talk about that. Big update recently. They added Reaper into Reaper into the game. Really OP specialist. The specialist weapon is just ridiculously good. The radar jammer, another thing that's just OP at the minute. And I will do a little bit of talking that in the gameplay later, but we're just going to stick with the class at the minute. So I've got a really good gameplay for you guys. I get the nuke, I do go flawless. You'll have to wait and see how many kills I get, but it's a really good one. So we're going to be looking at the SOG. So I'm going to be using stock. Firstly, I used to always use stock 2, in the last SOG video I did have stock 2, but because I like to play aggressive, I've swapped that for fast mags now. I feel like that's really important, fast mags, along with these. Use quick draw, and the reason for this is just because I'm going to be running around and rushing. I want to be able to snap onto targets really quick and react really well. Quick draw is one of the most important attachments you can get. I mean, if you're playing sort of, I don't want to say campy, but kind of campy. If you're just sort of holding that lane with your aiming sights, you don't need quick draw because you're not constantly aiming in and out your sights. But when you're running around and you need to get your gun up quick and win those engagements, at the end of the day, if you shoot first, you've got a massive advantage in that gunfight, and with quick draw it means that I can do that, especially when going against like ARs or whatever, because SMGs do have a shorter in-down sight time than the assault rifles default wise. And then I'm going to be using grip as well. I know a lot of the professional COD players don't use grip on the SOG. They can control the recoil. I can control the recoil, but I like to take sort of longer range gunfights with this as well. Because it is really accurate. So I do feel like grip's important. I don't like to be hindered by the fact that it's only an up close weapon. I like to be able to use it for a few different things. Obviously I'm not going to be beaming people across the map with it, but it don't even need to be if someone's a little bit further away. I will take that gunfight. Got slim shot as well, and this is really good coupled with fast mags, just you can play really aggressive, keep your heels going, and we got dead silence, that's my standard sort of thing. And I've switched recently, so I always used to be using Gung Ho, but now I'm on to dexterity. It's my favourite perk. It's just ridiculously good. Being able to just like slide cancel, which is where you slide and then you obviously aim down sight, and it like cancels the slide and aims in sight. It aims in really quick. You can use it to slide around corners instead of having to run around corner, because if you run around and then aim up, it's actually got a bit of a delay, so it's a lot easier to slide. You get that less sprint out time. It's just so good, and people don't expect it, and I feel like it's a lot harder to shoot someone sliding round the corner as opposed to someone just running around the corner. That's sort of the standard. As well, it also increases your weapon accuracy when you're jumping and mantling, so for me that's just a little bit important. Keep my shot crispy when I'm jump shotting or anything like that. So that's all I'm really going to talk about in the opening thing, guys. I've got a really good gameplay for you, as I said. So I'll just pass you over to that now, and we can have a talk about some of the new things that got implemented in the game. So I'll just leave you the gameplay now, guys. Peace. Yo guys, so we're in the gameplay now. Obviously I'm just going to do a little bit of talk over some of the new things that got added into the game. So Reaper did get added into the game, and Reaper's such an OP specialist, really good. It's just one of them. I feel like it's a little bit too good at the minute, and it does really need a little bit of a nerf, but I'm sure they'll sort that out. The weapon is just ridiculous. It's so powerful. I mean, it's like a 2-3 shot kill. A nice little shot punch there, by the way. 2-3 shot kill. Really powerful. I feel like you get 100 and something bullets. The other day, I mean, I got a 10-piece with it. You know what I mean? And it's one of them, you get so many bullets with it, and it's so easy to kill people with it. You get so many kills. I mean, for me, like, Seraph's Annihilator's got 6 bullets, and so the maximum you can get if you're absolutely, banging your shots, you can get 6 kills. Where, well, obviously I know if you get collapse and stuff, but we'll ignore that. But then with this, I mean, you can get like 15 kills easily, If you had like, people were going in the right areas and stuff like that, you could easily do that. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too good in my opinion. And then the radar jammer. So if you can actually look at the gameplay now, I feel like the radar jammer, the radius is too big. So if the opposition, if there's only one person playing as Reaper, and it's a big map, say like Arsenal or Madagascar or something like that, it's not too bad. It's manageable, it's not that bad, but on small maps like this, or Newtown, or different things like that, as you can see, it just takes over the entire map, so I can't see a thing. I feel like that's a bit too OP for me. It's like essentially becoming like a counter UAV, which are really hard to counter, really hard to play against. I feel like they either need to reduce the radius of it, or I don't know. I feel like probably reduce the radius is the one for me. I think it's just a little bit too OP at the minute. You know, he does take over half the map, and I feel like that it ruins the gameplay a little bit, just for the fact that obviously normally you'll no, I didn't even get that kill. Normally you'll use your maps and find people and stuff like that, and it does make gameplay a little bit harder for me, but you know, I can still manage, I can still battle. So we're actually just sort of controlling middle at the minute. You know, this is one of my favourite places on this map. You know, if you start pushing too far forward, you're going to get caught out. If you start obviously hanging your spawn, you're not going to get the kills. One thing I like to do is sort of just keep hopping up into this bit. A lot of people use that top bit. So what I like to do is I like to play sort of underneath it, and then like if I can hear people through my headset, or if obviously we've got UAV up and I can see people, I'll just pop up and just get a few kills and then just pop back down, you know, just dip back out. That's the way to do it. You know, I like using this side bit to get up and get a few kills, pop back down. You know, we don't want to be staying in an area too long, you know, because then we're just going to get in, obviously caught out. So another thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you guys have seen the Modern Warfare reveal. Yeah, the new game, the new reveal, I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. I'm not too hopeful about it, you know. I don't feel like it's right. It looks like Battlefield and Rainbow Six had a child, which for me isn't Call of Duty. It's one of them, like, I feel like they've tried to implement a lot of new things, you know, make it a lot more tactical, a lot slower, a lot more methodical, and for me, if I wanted to play something like that, you know, I love Battlefield. Battlefield's one of my favourite games, other than COD, obviously. But if I want to play that sort of a gameplay, I'm going to play Battlefield. I don't want to play Call of Duty for that, you know what I mean? You've got games out there like that. The reason that I like Call of Duty is because it's kind of casual, it's kind of not, like, serious gameplay. It's just sort of, you just run around, mess around, you know what I mean? You've got specialists in this one and everything like that, you know? And that's what I like about it, you know, it's fast-paced, it's casual, and I feel like that's one of the best things about Call of Duty, where what they're trying to do is trying to go a bit too good, and I don't know. I don't feel like I like it in the minute, but then obviously it could be a lot better, you know, the new game engine, it does look really good visually, you know, and it's one of them. You know, the people who played it said they really enjoyed it, but then it's whether they enjoy the same type of COD that I do. You know, for me, this COD, I feel like creates a bit more of a skill gap. They said the time to kill is a lot quicker in this new one, which, I mean, I don't really like fast time to kills. I feel like this is better purely for the fact that it gives you an opportunity where if someone shoots you, you can spin around and get them, or, you know, maneuver out of the way and different things like that. And I think that helps create the skill gap, you know, keeping the people who aren't very good at the game as opposed to the people who are a lot better at the game. And, you know, I like that, obviously, because I am a good player and I do want, it makes it better for me to have a bit of a skill gap. Because for me, it's one of them that, like, you know, if someone sees you from behind in one of them, if they shoot you, boom, you're dead straight away. You know, there's nothing else about it, where in this at least I can maneuver, you know, I can jump shot, spin around, try and get them or whatever, and that makes it a lot better for me. I also feel like I love the stim shot. You know, it makes the gameplay fast, you know, you can just heal. I mean, I do play World War II every now and then, and it's so slow, the healing, when you go back to it. I mean, it's one of them, you get shot a few times, then you just sort of have to just lie down, just wait for 5 seconds, and for me, it's just boring. You know, it does get boring. This, it's constant action, which keeps it fast, you know, and it's more entertaining for me, you know. It's one of them, you know, I don't want to be just like lying in the corner waiting to heal, you know. I want to be sort of running around and getting involved and everything, and I don't know, we'll see, but I'm still going to play it, obviously. I'm still probably going to really enjoy it. It's just, if I had to say my preference, I probably would prefer a sort of faster game. I do like that a bit better, and I do love the faster mode as well. Yes, we're just patrolling, obviously just getting all these kills, you know, just keep jumping up and working around. That's a nice little kill. Yeah, so I am, what am I on this? I didn't even show you on, I'm on 30 mode, so it doesn't actually show you your level. I think I'm like 892 now level. Nice little shot punch there. Shot punch so OP, so OP. Yeah, level like 892, you know, grinding for that level 1000. I'm gonna get there soon. You know, I have took a little bit of a break recently, and I'm gonna be getting back into it now. You know, I've got a bunch of gameplays. I've got about 15 videos, you know, ready to go pretty much. So we're gonna be going through them. But yeah, since this Saga's become hit scan, it's so OP. You know, now your shots are super crispy. You know, you can just challenge everyone. It's just so overpowered now. I feel like it's gone back to one of the top guns in the game. You know, we've just got the nuke there. You know, easy gameplay for me. I don't really think I had many points where I even was close to dying. You know, we're just controlling the mid. Simple. I've actually been dropping a lot of nukes recently. You know, I've been playing really well. I don't know what it is, but I've just been doing really, really good. You know, I feel like I watch a lot of the pro players play cards, and I feel like I pick up different tips and stuff off them, which makes me better at my game. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been playing really, really good recently. But yeah, I'm really happy with my gameplay at the minute. I would definitely recommend using this class. You know, it's one of them. It's just so overpowered. Yeah, ignore my shots there. That was bad. My shots were a little bit shaky there. But you can excuse me. You know, I am going flawless in this gameplay, and I'm doing really well. So I'm allowed to have one kill where I'm a little bit shaky and all over the show. But yeah, I've just been absolutely grinding it at the minute. You know, gotta run you. Really want that level 1000. You know, my KD's been going up like crazy. My KD actually went quite a bit down when I did the, you know, I've got the 100%er. That was really hard to, you know, you have to play a bunch of different game modes, use a bunch of like stupid classes that you wouldn't normally use. You know, you have to do a lot of weird things which just end up costing you KD essentially. Same as like when you're doing dark matter, your KD's not gonna be, you know, top when you're running around with a pistol trying to just headshot everyone, or running around with the outlaw or the SDM or whatever like that. But yeah. But it's been going up recently. So we finished 69-0, guys. 69-0, dropped the nuke, you know, new SOG, really OP, but I definitely recommend checking out the class setup. I hope you guys like the video. So as always, just like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.